Amin, who is the Marketing and Business Development Manager for SLS Corporation. So we'd like to hear from you that what exactly SLS Corporation is doing in the renewable energy front.
Industry for 21 years now, focusing towards make in India and the complete design and engineering of electronic devices. Electronic devices including the manufacturing, design and development of such devices. We have 10 verticals under our SLS group. Sun sites focusing towards renewable energy. So we are strong advocates of having a premium range of products which focus more towards efficiency of the complete product line, not just the the renewable segment of it. So we have been active in this renewable energy segment for past, I believe, 10 years now. We had been focusing towards design and development of microinverters, which is a concept since ages now in the Europe segment, and we've introduced it to the Indian segment as well, along with a few partners of ours. So the whole crux of having microinverters is panel level monitoring of the solar plants, which helps us understand more towards individual aspects of the solar generation and not just the final end result of having net metering in the solar segments. We are also active towards the data logging segment, the weather monitoring stations. So these are directly or indirectly impacting towards the generation of the complete solar plants. In heavy wind regions where Rajasthan and Gujarat having plenty of sunlight as well as a good wind flow. So there we are working on hybrid plants of having rooftop wind plus solar with the same microinverters. So instead of having bulky systems on your rooftop, with a small microinverter you could manage both things. In electric vehicles we are more focusing towards the charging, because the check and annex situation where there are no chargers, so there are no vehicles, and where the chargers are telling there are no vehicles, so there are no chargers. So to just be a part of this ecosystem, we have taken up the initiative to develop and manufacture electric vehicle charging stations in India for the Indian vehicles and Indian environment. So these are very specific hybrid chargers compliant to the global compliances as well as the Indian ecosystem of having a complete unit of multi-protocol systems catering to two-wheelers, three-wheelers and four-wheelers, and now moving towards bus charging as well. So VerdeMobility is the brand under which we are promoting our electric vehicle charging stations. So electric vehicles are the future and the future is now. So this is how we are contributing towards the charging infra, and now slowly moving towards the automotive segment as well, where we will be designing the electronic systems for the two-wheelers as well as the four-wheelers. So how we see ourselves is not competing towards the MNCs or any other startups. So the collaborative approach that we've designed ourselves or positioned into since past 20 years is in collaboration with all the big companies as well as small. So big companies, definitely we have a lot of information or a lot of things that we have to learn from them in terms of processes or the technology development. So we don't look at them as competition, but as partner segments where we could be a part of their small solutions. They might be working on gigawatt based projects, but even 1 megawatt of project for us could really boost us. So it's a collaborative approach and not competitive when we'll deep dive into the ground reality of working with such companies. We have been working with almost all the Fortune 500 companies, and it has been a beautiful experience, and the support that we've received from them is exceptional, I would say. So the campaign is called Electrify Anand 2025, where we are launching our hybrid chargers. So these chargers will be focusing towards two-wheeler, three-wheeler and the four-wheeler segment to enable these tier 2, tier 3 cities, where we've observed that two-wheeler adoption is at a higher rate than the metro. So the campaign would focus towards building Anand as a hub of electric charging station, where there are a lot of daily travelers, students traveling from say 40 kilometers, 50 kilometers from Anand, Vadodara. So this could be a hub for them to charge their vehicles, and the plan is to have almost 500 charging stations within a period of 4 years. And thankfully we've received a lot of support from government as well as private corporations. The capex investment would be around 100 crores to completely transform Anand into electric charging hub, but it's not more towards the capex that we are investing right now, but smaller segment does not require so much of capex investment. Campaign's idea was to replicate what was happening already in metro cities. So we have seen policies released by Telangana, Delhi, Maharashtra and all of these. So we have tried to adopt the same towards the tier 2, tier 3 cities, and I believe India's strength was in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities where people were more focused towards the agricultural economy. Now we are trying to focus the same towards electrifying those tier 2, tier 3 cities, and I believe a lot of other smaller cities in other regions could also replicate the same towards the same thing. We have partnered pan-India for with the service providers as well as the manufacturers. We are already working with a lot of players in South for the same implementation. We are working with NH for EV, with ASAR, which is already focusing towards highways. So in between highways also there will be a lot of smaller towns where we could implement the same towards the deeper insides of the city and not just the highways.
So thank you so much, Mr. Amin. It was great talking with you.
Please don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon.